Lewis has been asked if should we change the name of that bridge, you know, because of, and he has suggested no, that it's important that people remember.
Well, I think in fact it's actually the point that was made earlier, that what would be great is to have the plaque that says who Edmund Pettus really was, so people can get the full context. I mean, I think that's part of, like, the history of this country needs to be kind of explained in a way. You know, there are all these places where we have these encounters. You saw the New York Times do this big story about lynching. Where these things happened, we need these kind of notices so we understand what happened in that space.
Peter. The other thing I think it's important to remember, though, is, and because we are negative as journalists, Comey's speech was important and landmark and said a lot of interesting things, but go beyond the speech. Where is the FBI today in terms of its own diversity? You know, our colleague, our friend Josh Gerstein wrote a piece pointing out that it's still under 5% of the FBI is African American at this point.
Which is the same percentage as the Ferguson Police Department.
Yeah, in the year 2015. I think part of it is, you know, we have a president who's African American. We think, okay, therefore diversity is more or less taken care of because we got it at the top. That doesn't actually mean that, you know, throughout the various layers of government, various layers of authorities, that has in fact taken hold. In fact, President Obama is going to be going to Selma, I think, in a few weeks to bring up this issue, which is interesting for him because it's a topic where he's had some interesting back and forth on how out front to be on.